Have you ever wondered why sometimes a guy seems completely captivated by you, even when you're not trying? Think about it, you're sitting across from him, maybe at dinner, maybe just hanging out, and suddenly you notice the way he's looking at you. His focus isn't wandering. He's not distracted by his phone or the people around him. He's locked in. And you're sitting there thinking, what did I do? I didn't even try to be sexy. I wasn't over the top. I wasn't trying to impress him. That's because the truth is the things that really turn men on, the things that make them crave your presence and think about you later are often not the obvious things you imagine. Sure, looks and chemistry play a role, but men don't fall for women because of the flashy stage stuff. They fall for the small, subtle, almost unconscious things you do. The things that feel natural to you, but to him feel magnetic. And here's the secret most people don't realize, it's in those tiny moments. The way you laugh at something, the way you play with your hair without noticing, the way your face lights up when you're excited, that men find themselves completely drawn to you. These little cues make you unforgettable. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through 7 cute little things women do that completely turn guys on. These aren't tricks. They're not about manipulation. They're simply natural, human, beautiful expressions of who you are as a woman. And when you lean into them, you'll notice men paying closer attention, feeling more connected, and yes, secretly getting completely turned on by you. Ready? Let's dive into number 1. You know what completely disarms a man? That playful smile you give right after you tease him. Not a big exaggerated grin, not something you force, but that cheeky little smile that says, I know exactly what I'm doing right now and I'm having fun with you. That moment is unbelievably attractive because it carries this beautiful mix of confidence and lightness. It tells him you're not afraid to be playful, that you don't take everything too seriously, and most importantly, that you're enjoying the interaction with him. Men love to feel chosen, and that smile feels like an invitation. Think about it when you're with someone who never smiles, who never teases, who never lets themselves slip into playfulness. It feels heavy. It feels like work. But when you flash that mischievous smile after a witty comment, it's like a spark of electricity. It shows him you're relaxed, comfortable in your own skin, and you're not performing, you're just being yourself. That kind of authenticity is magnetic. And here's the kicker, men, don't forget that smile. He'll replay it later in his mind because it wasn't about what you said, it was about how you made him feel. That smile carries warmth, attraction, and just enough mystery to make him want more. So the next time you catch yourself teasing him in a fun, lighthearted way, don't hold back. Let that playful smile out, because it's one of those little things that makes a man feel like he's sharing something special with you, and that's exactly the kind of moment that keeps him hooked. There's something so captivating about the way a woman fixes her hair without even realizing it. You might think it's just a small, ordinary gesture, tucking a strand behind your ear, adjusting it over your shoulder, or running your fingers through it absent-mindedly. But to a man, it's magnetic. Why? Because it feels effortless. It's not calculated. It's not about looking sexy in a forced way. It's just you being natural. And that's exactly what makes it so irresistible. Here's what's really happening when you do that little hair adjustment. You're sending signals without even knowing it. It shows your femininity, your softness, and this subtle sense of comfort in your own skin. Men notice those moments more than you think. In fact, sometimes they notice them even more than the obvious things you try hard to control. That little flick of your hair feels like a glimpse behind the curtain, an unfiltered, genuine moment of you. And let's be honest, men are visual creatures. When you touch your hair, it draws his attention right to you. It makes him pause. It gives him a moment to take you in. And it creates this subconscious spark that says she's beautiful without even trying. That's powerful. The best part, you don't have to manufacture this. It happens naturally in conversation, when you're laughing, when you're relaxed. And those are the moments men remember most. The small, seemingly insignificant gestures that make them feel drawn to you in ways they can't even explain. So don't overthink it. Those little touches, those unconscious movements are part of your natural allure, and they drive him crazy in the best way. One of the most irresistible things to a man is seeing you genuinely excited about something small. It could be the way your eyes light up when you talk about your favorite dessert, how your voice rises when you tell a funny story about your best friend, or even the way you get ridiculously happy over finding the perfect coffee spot. Those little bursts of excitement are contagious. They pull him into your world and make him want to be part of the things that make you happy. Here's the secret: men are drawn to joy. When you show genuine excitement, you radiate an energy that's playful, warm, and magnetic. It tells him you're not the kind of woman who needs constant grand gestures to feel alive. You know how to find magic in the little things. And that's incredibly attractive because it makes life with you feel fun and full of color. Think about it. If you've ever been around someone who's always neutral, who never shows passion or enthusiasm, it feels flat, right? But when you get animated, when you let yourself gush about something silly, he feels that spark. It's not about the dessert or the coffee or the story. It's about the way you come alive. And here's where it gets even deeper. When a man sees you light up over small things, it makes him want to be the reason you light up. It makes him think, what can I do to bring that smile out again? How can I be part of that happiness? That's what bonds him to you. So never hold back your excitement. It's one of those cute little things that makes you unforgettable in his eyes. There's something unbelievably sexy about the way a woman bites her lip when she's thinking. And the funny thing is, you're usually not even aware you're doing it. Maybe you're pausing before answering a question. Maybe you're deep in thought during a conversation, or maybe you're just lost in a moment. To you, it's completely unconscious. To him, though, it's magnetic. Why? Because that tiny gesture blends two qualities that men find irresistible: innocence and sensuality. It's subtle, not over the top. You're not trying to seduce him, but in that split second, he sees a side of you that feels both soft and alluring at the same time. That combination is intoxicating. And here's the real kicker. It leaves room for his imagination. When you bite your lip, even lightly, it creates a pause, a moment of tension. He can't help but notice. He wonders what you're thinking, what's going through your mind, and it draws him closer to you. It's one of those small, unconscious actions that feel incredibly personal, almost like he's catching a glimpse of something you didn't mean to reveal. Men love mystery. They love those little moments that aren't obvious, but leave them curious and intrigued. And when you do something as simple as biting your lip while you're lost in thought, you create exactly that effect without even trying. So don't overthink it. Don't suddenly try to do it on purpose or make it a move. The beauty of it lies in the fact that it's real, natural, unplanned. And that's why it drives him crazy. It's not a performance, it's you. And trust me, those are the moments that stay etched in his mind long after he's left your side. There's something ridiculously attractive about a woman stealing a guy's clothes. It could be slipping into his hoodie, throwing on his jacket when you're cold, or even wearing his t-shirt to sleep. And here's the truth, men secretly love it. Why? Because it sends a powerful message without you saying a word. I want to feel close to you. I want a piece of you with me. Think about it from his perspective. When you put on his hoodie, suddenly his scent is all around you. His fabric is wrapped around your body, and you're carrying a piece of him with you. That's intimacy. And for a man, it's incredibly validating. It makes him feel protective. It makes him feel wanted. And it shows that you're comfortable enough with him to let your guard down. But here's what makes it even more powerful. It's adorable. Men love seeing that contrast, his oversized hoodie draped over your frame, your hands almost lost in the sleeves, or your hair spilling over his t-shirt. It highlights your femininity in the most natural way. He looks at you and thinks, that's mine. Not in a possessive, unhealthy way, but in a proud, intimate way that makes him feel deeply connected to you. And the best part, it's never about fashion or style. You don't wear his clothes to look glamorous. You do it for comfort, for closeness. And that's exactly what makes it irresistible. Because in that moment, you're not just wearing fabric, you're wearing him. And nothing turns a man on more than feeling like you want him woven into your everyday life. So the next time you grab his jacket or steal his shirt, know this: he's not just okay with it, he secretly loves it. There's something unbelievably endearing about that little laugh you do when you're nervous. You know the one. Maybe you're caught off guard by something he says. Maybe you're not sure how to respond, or maybe you just feel a little shy in the moment. You let out this quick, almost involuntary laugh, and you probably think nothing of it. But to him, that sound is gold. Why? Because it shows vulnerability. It reveals a softer, more human side of you that's impossible to fake. Men are so used to women putting on a polished front, trying to look confident, collected, and in control at all times. But when you let out that nervous laugh, it feels real. It's a reminder that underneath the confidence, you have those little quirks that make you beautifully unique. And men are drawn to that far more than you realize. That laugh tells him you care. It tells him the moment matters enough to stir something inside you. And trust me, men pick up on that. It doesn't make you look insecure. It makes you look genuine. It creates a sense of intimacy, like he's seeing a part of you that not everyone gets to see. And here's the other thing. It's adorable. Men melt when they hear that laugh because it feels lighthearted and warm. It makes him want to reassure you to lean in closer, to connect with you on a deeper level. That small nervous giggle becomes one of those little things he replays in his mind later because it wasn't about perfection. It was about authenticity. So don't ever feel embarrassed by it. That laugh is one of the very things that makes you unforgettable to him. It's a window into your heart, and that's exactly what turns him on. One of the most powerful yet subtle things a woman can do is touch a man lightly during conversation. I'm not talking about anything intense or over the top, just the small, almost accidental touches. Maybe it's brushing his arm when you're laughing, resting your hand on his shoulder for a moment, or lightly touching his hand when you're making a point. Those little gestures might feel casual to you, but to him, they send a surge of electricity through his body. Here's why touch is one of the most primal forms of connection we have. When you touch him lightly, it creates intimacy in a way words simply can't. It tells him, I'm comfortable with you. I feel safe around you. I like being close to you. And for a man, that's unbelievably powerful. It bridges the gap between just talking and actually feeling something. What makes it even more irresistible is how subtle it is. It's not a grand romantic gesture. It's simple, fleeting, and natural. That's what makes it stick. He'll remember the warmth of your hand on his arm long after the moment has passed, because it wasn't about the touch itself. It was about what it communicated. And here's the truth. Those little touches create anticipation. They make him wonder when it will happen again. They build tension, spark chemistry without needing anything dramatic. It's like you're giving him a taste of closeness while leaving him craving more. So don't underestimate the power of those light, natural touches. To you, it might just be part of how you express yourself, but to him, it's one of the clearest signs of attraction and one of the things that makes him fall deeper for you without even realizing it. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this. Men aren't just turned on by the obvious. It's not only about the dress you wear, the makeup you put on, or the perfectly planned moves you think you need. What actually makes a man crave you, what makes him remember you long after the date is over, are these small, natural, effortless things you do without even realizing it. It's the playful smile when you tease him, the way you adjust your hair without thinking, the excitement you show over something tiny, that unconscious little lip bite when you're lost in thought, slipping into his hoodie and making it yours, that nervous laugh that shows your softer side, or the light brush of your hand on his arm that makes his whole body pay attention. These are the moments that melt him. They're not forced, they're not staged, they're real. And that's exactly why they're so powerful, because men don't want perfect. They want authentic. They want those little glimpses of who you truly are, the quirks, the smiles, the unplanned moments of vulnerability and joy. That's what gets under his skin in the best way possible. So instead of overthinking how to be sexy, focus on leaning into your natural self. Don't hide those little things, embrace them, because those are the very things that make you magnetic, unforgettable, and yes, deeply attractive to the right man. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these little things have you noticed men responding to? Do you think it's the smile, the laugh, the touch, or maybe the excitement you show over small things? Drop your answer in the comments below. I love reading your stories. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button, share it with a friend who could use this advice, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you never miss my next video on love, attraction, and building a relationship that truly fulfills you. Because remember, sometimes it's not the big things that win his heart. It's the little things,